Power of time. Time is a great and always present power that shapes all aspects of our life. From personal development and historical evolution to scientific discoveries and financial advancement, time shapes and changes our life. Wisdom builds over years, health changes, and relationships grow. Testaments to time's ongoing force are cultural and creative expressions, environmental changes, and personal legacies. Knowing and using this power might result in a more meaningful and influential existence. Examining 10 main points, this study shows the great and varied impact of time on personal as well as group levels. 1. Personal development and advancement. The basis upon which one develops personally is time. As we grow older, we gather events that help to define our personality, values, and abilities. Every day gives chances for education and personal development. We develop intellectually and emotionally over time, become more suited to negotiate the demands of daily life. The adage "time heals all wounds" also emphasizes the need of time in enabling people to overcome psychological and emotional trauma. Personal development consists on a sequence of phases that need time. We grow physically, intellectually, and emotionally from birth to adulthood. Though everyone experiences various times for learning to walk, talk, and reason, all of these skills demand time. Time also lets us consider our past, grow from our mistakes, and aim for ongoing development. This lifetime road of self-discovery and improvement pays great benefits from the time spent in personal growth. 2. Historical improvement. History and civilization are profoundly changed by the passing of time. Over time, societies change, technologies develop, and cultural standards change. A monument to the combined force of time, historical advancement, for example, the multi-decade Industrial Revolution fundamentally altered people's way of life and employment, therefore guiding mankind into a new phase of technological and economic progress. Time has been the silent builder of change over history. Driven by the combined efforts of innumerable people, revolutions, wars, and movements for civil rights have all unfurled over long stretches. Time shapes the human story seen in the rise and fall of empires, the dissemination of ideas via trade and conquest, and the slow democratization of communities. Every age highlights the unrelenting march of time and its part in forming the world by building on the successes and mistakes of the past. 3. Scientific discovery. Scientific invention and discovery depend critically on time. The scientific method tests ideas, does experiments, and compiles data using time. Many scientific discoveries, including space exploration or vaccination development, have taken years, if not decades, of investigation and experimentation. Time's ability to let researchers hone their ideas, fix mistakes, and expand on past knowledge lets them make revolutionary discoveries. The chronicle of scientific discovery is evidence of tenacity and the long-term will to expose the facts of our planet. Time has been a fundamental component in scientific progress, from Galileo's observations challenging the geocentric understanding of the solar system to the decades-long effort to map the human genome. Many times, research is gradual, with little steps producing major discoveries. Through developments in medicine, technology, and environmental stewardship, the time spent in scientific research not only increases our knowledge but also enhances our quality of living. 4. Economic growth. Time passing is naturally related to economic development. Whether they are in infrastructure, education, or companies, investments demand time to pay off. Compound interest shows the value of time in finance. The compounding impact of little consistent investments over time can cause them to increase noticeably. Likewise, years pass before reforms and economic policies really affect the state of a country. A slow process, economic progress gains from passing of time. Over time, nations that make investments in infrastructure, healthcare, and education typically show rather significant changes in their economic situation. Time enables industries to mature, new markets to grow, and financial institutions to stabilize. It also offers the chance to grow from past economic crises and carry out policies meant to stop next ones. The force of time in economic development underlines the need of endurance, strategic planning, and patience, as well as of constant work. 5. Bonds and relationships. Forming and enhancing relationships depend much on time. Spending more time with someone helps one to increase trust, intimacy, and understanding. Romantic partnerships and lifelong friendships are based on common events gathered over time. On the other hand, time can also expose conflicts and enable people to decide on their relationships with knowledge. The ability of time in relationships highlights the need of patience and slow growth. Developing close bonds calls both time and work. Trust is acquired by dependability and regular behavior. It cannot be developed overnight. Spending time with each other helps people to see their own values, abilities, and shortcomings, therefore laying a strong basis for lifelong relationships. Time also gives room for introspection and reconciliation, therefore helping to clear misconceptions and conflicts. In personal and professional contacts, time spent helps to build closer bonds and mutual respect. 6. Health and longevity. Time clearly affects health in significant ways. As one matures, the human body changes physically and psychologically. Still, time can also be a friend in preserving health by means of regular good behavior. Regular exercise, a balanced diet, and enough sleep over time can greatly increase lifetime and quality of life. Furthermore, helping to raise life expectancy and improve the management of chronic illnesses over time are medical developments. Preventive health actions show the good power of time. Early disease detection, immunizations, and regular check-ups help to produce more successful treatments and outcomes. Mental health also depends on time, since regular activities like mindfulness and therapy help to achieve long-term emotional well-being. Furthermore, scientific studies keep revealing fresh approaches to fight diseases and improve human health, therefore proving once more how passage of time supports a better society. 7. Cultural and artistic evolution. Time shapes both art and cultural development. Changing with time, artistic forms, literary genres, and cultural standards reflect society changes and historical settings. For instance, the Renaissance was a multi-century period of amazing artistic and cultural expansion. Time lets one appreciate cultural legacy and preserve it, as well as encourage invention and fresh creative expressions. Often in reaction to the eras they arise in, cultural and creative trends develop. Shakespeare's writings, for instance, were greatly influenced by Elizabethan England's political and social scene. In the same vein, the Harlem Renaissance captured early 20th century African-American experiences and ambitions. These cultural relics join us over time and provide insights into the values and hardships of former generations. Time's power in cultural development emphasizes how dynamically tradition and innovation interact. 8. Wise viewpoint. As time passes comes insight and perspective. Years of experience give insightful analysis and teaching value. Having seen and negotiated several phases and obstacles, older people often have a more sophisticated and broad perspective of life. Younger generations can benefit from this knowledge by avoiding repeating past mistakes and making better judgments. The ability of time in developing knowledge emphasizes the need of experience and introspection. Many times, wisdom results from lived events and the lessons discovered from them. Time lets knowledge grow and helps one to see connections and trends and patterns that might not be obvious right away. In mentoring, leadership, and personal decision-making, this viewpoint can be quite helpful. In many civilizations, elders are regarded for their knowledge. Their direction can help younger people of society develop their ideals and behavior. The ability of time to develop wisdom highlights the need of paying attention to and learning from past generations. 9. Environmental change. Positive as well as negative environmental change depends critically on time. Extended times allow natural events include geological formations, temperature patterns, and ecological cycles. But human activity has hastened environmental changes, resulting in problems including loss of biodiversity and climate change. The force of time in the surroundings emphasizes the need of sustainable methods in guaranteeing the welfare of next generations. It also emphasizes the importance of long-term preparation and dedication to handle environmental problems. Efforts for environmental preservation can need time to show results. Projects involving reforestation, for instance, require years to flourish into healthy woods. Likewise, attempts to rebuild damaged ecosystems or save threatened species call for ongoing dedication over time. On the other hand, the harmful effects of environmental neglect can also show themselves over extended times, with results that could take generations to undo. Implementing efficient and long-lasting solutions depends on one realizing the power of time in environmental preservation. 10. Effect and legacy. The idea of legacy is entwined with time really strongly. The deeds and efforts of people and companies can have long-lasting effects much beyond their lives. Time lets us transmit knowledge, culture, and values to next generations so they could be preserved. Great leaders, inventors, and intellectuals leave behind legacies still inspiring and impacting the planet. The ability of time to shape legacies highlights the need of long-term planning and the aim to have a good and long-lasting influence. Consistent work and significant contributions throughout time help to create legacy. Time increases the importance of the deeds of a local community leader who enhances the life of people around them, or the legacy of a visionary leader like Nelson Mandela, whose fight for justice and healing permanently changed the globe. The power of time in forming legacies reminds us that our deeds now can inspire next generations and help to create the larger good by resonating over the years. Final thought. Time has great and varied influence on all elements of our life and society. From personal development to historical progress, scientific discoveries, and economic expansion, time is a fundamental component promoting transformation and evolution. Wisdom gains, relationships develop, and over time legacies are created. Understanding and using our time will help us to have more contented lives and provide long-lasting good effects. Knowing time's impact helps us to value the path of development and transformation, welcome patience, and make deliberate judgments. In the end, time defines our paths as well as the surroundings. Let us know in the comments what you think about the power of time, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more captivating content on our YouTube channel.